Yo, what's up guys, OZ0M here, and today we're back in again with the 1.9 Ken cycle. As you guys can see the Ken in the deck slot in the top of your screen, but before we get into the video, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. And here we have a matchup against a guy with Goblin Cage and Skeletons. It could mean so many things. Look at our Ken putting on work here, guys. That three elixir card shooting dart is Ken for today's video, and look at our Ken doing like 1000 damage to his tower. Let's just go for a Fire Spirit and Miner, and he had to go for like his Spirit Empress, and it will take care of our Miner quite nicely. In the meantime, our Miner and Ken did like 1000 damage to his tower. We have an Ice Golem here and another Ken in our cycle, so let's just drop another Ken out here to take care of his. Oh, he drops his Ken of his own. We held on to our Ken over there, and his Ken did like 300 damage to my tower. Let's just go for the wall breakers and Miner also. Let's just see how he decides to defend that. Okay, he arrows my wall breakers away, and here you guys can see he also has Fire Spirits and skeletons. Okay, that lock kind of hit everything, the wall breakers, Fire Spirits, and also the skeletons. And my Fire Spirit will jump onto his tower. Meanwhile, he drops his Ken, so it will stop on his track. And let's just drop an Ice Golem to block his Ken. Okay, we failed because Ken obviously locks onto towers only. And let's just go for yet another Miner Ice Spirit as here, and he dropped his Spirit Empress. That will take care of my Ice Spirit, but let's just drop a Ken to snipe off his Spirit Empress over here. He had to arrow that, obviously that's the aura of Ken. And we have our Ice Golem here to take care of everything. The Fire Spirit will splash onto my tower, but not really anything we can do. So let's just go for yet another Miner and set of wall breakers here. Let's see how he decides to defend against that. He used his arrows, so he won't have anything for this. Okay, in the meantime, my opponent dropped his evolved Ken. We will have our evolved Ken in our hand very soon, and we will play that whenever we can. And let's just defend his wall breakers with some Fire Spirits. And he drops his skeleton. Let's just cycle an Ice Golem for now. We have our Ice Spirit Miner, so as soon as the skeletons dies, we will throw the Miner onto his tower. Okay, he goes for DD Cage, so the DD Cage will be sniped off by our Evo Ken pretty nice and easily here. Okay, he had 2 arrows, so meanwhile I will log his Ken away. And he has his wall breakers here, so we have to stop that with skeletons, Fire Spirits, and Ice Golem. Okay, he drops a like a Goblin cards didn't really do anything. Our Ken will do a lot of work here because it will take care of his Spirit Empress quite nice and easily. Let's just block the Spirit Empress shot on our Ken with Ice Golem and throw in the Miner. He arrows, that was a fat arrow. Meanwhile, I will log his Ken away. And here his skeletons are coming. I was trying to predict his wall breakers. That's exactly what happened, and his wall breaker has been taken care of by our Ken here. And the Miner is and the back hit the back of your tower, and the arrows came onto our Ken here as well. And his DD Cage Goblin is approaching towards my tower. Let's just drop a log onto it and evoke Ken here. He also has his Evo Ken, so I will have to take care of his Evo Ken as fast as possible because Evo Ken can be quite devastating. And our Evo Ken died onto his Evo Ken's poison, and our Miner is chipping away at his tower. We are pretty close to finishing off this match because our Miner and Evo Ken and regular Ken has dealt a lot of damage to his towers. He's trying to go kind of desperate, but our Ken will take care of his wall breakers, and Miner might finish off his tower. If not, we can just log it away, and that's a really nice win with the 1.9 Ken cycle. So let's just move on to the next match of the video. Alright guys, we are against Jusolio here. Let's just cycle out Ken in the bridge. Okay, and that Ken got some good damage onto his tower. Meanwhile, he drops a Barb Barrel. Let's just pull it up with Ice Spirit and defend it completely. Let's just throw in the Miner Wall Breaker combo onto his tower. He has Miner of his own. Okay, he has Miner Barb Barrel Bomb Tower. He might have that Balloon Cycle deck, but we have our Evo Ken. We can try to defend, but it will be kind of tricky if he plays well. Meanwhile, he drops his 4 Elixir Musketeer in the back, and the Musketeer will take care of my Ice Golem quite nicely here. We have to try to defend the Musketeer with the Ken and log and also the skeleton. And there comes the Laris to surround the Musketeer, and meanwhile our Ken is doing some good damage to his Musketeer, and his Musketeer has been taken care of. Let's throw in the Miner. Will he have Bomb Tower in time? Yes, he had Bomb Tower in time, and our Miner is chipping away at his tower. And if we Fire Spirit right now, that Bomb Tower will have splash damage onto tower. Let's just try to do that. I want some damage onto his tower. Exactly, that's what I'm trying to do. That's some nice damage onto his tower. Meanwhile, we have our Evo Ken in hand, so we will try to use it effectively against his balloon. So let's just try to avoid using it for now. Okay, he drops his Ice Golem. He might drop a balloon here. Okay, so let's just go for the ice golem here, and also he cycles his skeleton, so let's just log on to that. He also cycled his 4 elixir musketeer, and the musketeer took care of my miner quite nicely. He might go for a balloon here, and I will have to defend that with my like evoken. And he rolled his barb barrel, he throws in the balloon. He might try to predict my dart goblin. Yes, that's what he tried to do, but we didn't really got predicted with our Ken, and our Ken predicted his prediction, and that was a nice little defense right there. And did I just say dart goblin? No, that's not dart goblin, that's Ken, and that was a evo Ken. Let's just go for wall breakers and fire spirit here. Okay, that's really nice, and that's nicely defended. So let's just go for yet another Ken at the bridge, because that could get some damage. Ice golem to tank, but Ken kinda run faster than the ice golem, so Ken still got some damage, but ice golem was kinda wasted. But that's all good though. Let's throw in another miner, and we'll try to cycle back to yet another evo Ken for his balloon defenses, you know. Let's just go for the fire spirit on the miner, and also ice spirit on the miner. We have another Ken here. We have to log the skeletons. Okay, he sniped off my Ken with his 4 elixir evo musketeer, and okay, that's a nice freeze on the like balloon still gets a hit. Meanwhile our evo Ken is doing some good damage, and evo Ken might take care of his musketeer as well. Yes, his musketeer is dead to evo Ken. And let's just throw in the miner wall breaker at his tower. Okay, he has bomb tower. Let's just go for another Ken here. The Ken cycle with this deck is kinda insane. So the Ken is taking care of his barbarian, and let's just roll the log onto his 4 elixir musketeer and bomb tower. Let's just drop another Ken. We are back to Ken already, and the Ken should be able to take care of no not won't be able to take care of the balloon, and I think that should be good game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Ken cycle video. If you did, make sure to smash like, subscribe. Good night, guys.